A gentleman is someone who knows how to play accordion, but doesn't. Hello, good evening. How is everyone? It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. I, of course, am your friendly Friday night and every other night of the week host, Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, and I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic week. We've had a pretty good one here. We had guests. We had a late night stream last night that was actually a lot of fun. Talked a lot of smack, just chit-chatted for a while, and you know how it is. You know how casual it is around here. We just kind of shot the breeze. We hung out. We didn't do anything in particular. But anyway, I hope you're all doing good. And let me tell you, if you haven't already subscribed, if the winds of the internet sent you here, whether it was through Twitter, whether it was through Facebook, you just heard about this, however it happened, please do click that subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment just down there below and tell us what you liked about it. If you don't like the video, leave a comment down below and tell us what you didn't like about it. And I'll do my best to correct it. But anyway, I hope you're having an absolutely good one. I have no major complaints. I mean, I could, but who'd listen? So anyway, not a lot to talk about before we get to Gamma World. That's happening at 9 o'clock tonight. Let me see here. Gotta make sure all the appropriate folks know where we're at. But anyway, one thing I meant to mention this last night. This is more of a philosophical thing than it has to do with anything. And this is the last time I'm going to talk about that kerfuffle that's going on up in the airy heights, hidden by clouds, obscured by altitude regions of YouTube that's sort of going on. And I touched on it a little bit last night about the nonsense with, Linus Media Group and all that. I've been doing this for 3 years now. I've been on YouTube for about 2 of those 3 years. This is as professional as it's ever going to get, barring me hitting the lottery and creating an actual streaming service for fun that I don't have to worry about the money of. This is as professional as it's ever going to get. I have some nice people on who like to play in the live stream games. I get a lot of technical assistance when I need it from Boganora. He's in the credits. Kyle is an invaluable resource addition to this. I've had very nice people donate things to the show, both equipment-wise and our opening and closing songs. And of course, I listen to y'all's suggestions. But there's never going to be a Delvers Media Group. And this is a deep personal philosophy I've held for a long time. The public-facing streaming internet is littered with stories. You ever drive on a particularly bad stretch of highway and there's salvage yards located on it, maybe out in the boondocks, out in the middle of nowhere? And some of the cars that they've gotten from these fantastic, I mean that in a bad way, car wrecks, just they'll set them outside. I remember when I worked at NASA back in 2003, 2002, 2003. There was one of those. It was out in a place called Bithlo. And if you're not from Central Florida, I know that means nothing to you. But that's a hinterland between Orlando and Cape Kennedy. And there are salvage yards. And I remember one day I go past there, and there was this minivan. There was this minivan that looked like it had been made from like a metal pie plate, and that somebody had crumpled it partially in their fist and then pounded it into this convex shape or concave shape. That was how badly wrecked it was. Well, the internet is littered with wrecks like that. If you go look around, of people who surrounded themselves in social media and said things just to appease people, or people that said, "Oh, we'll always be there with you. We'll always tell you what's going on. We'll always help you out." And then they woke up one day because they'd said or done something that they felt was completely innocuous, or maybe it wasn't. And they had literally been thrown out of their own thing, out of their own YouTube channel, out of their own website, out of their own Twitter, out of their own Twitch, out of their own community. Because the really awesome people that they'd surrounded themselves with, and I'm not casting any aspersions on any of the people who volunteered stuff for this show, but they just and not fans either, but they just kept letting it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And all these people started inviting people in, and then they didn't know who was living in their own house. So the net result was they lost control of the thing that they loved. Just like what happened with Gary. That's never going to happen here. All right. There's never going to be a Delver Media Group and some stranger you guys don't recognize live streaming from a place you don't recognize is going to tell you that, well, Bill Sylvie has to make some changes, and I issue some tearful apology. It's me. It's always me. The buck starts and stops here. Okay. So that's just a philosophy statement. That's just how I feel about that sort of thing. I'm a one-man band. Does it mean you get hilarious stuff still to this day of where the camera's not set right and you get the drone strike vision? Or, my lights flicker off, or the lights aren't right, or the sound isn't right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the cost of keeping everything in my vest pocket. I don't have anybody to get mad at. Nobody is going to come and get mad at me. So that's just my personal philosophy. As to what happened to my finger, I cut it. I sliced my finger open when I was trying to open a box today. I didn't get new lights. I've just adjusted the lights. So last night I was, if you were on the stream last night's stream was just a Like, honestly, if I could have had, like, without getting shut down by a record label, like, put on, John Coltrane's A Love Supreme, or Dave Brubeck, Take Five, or Eric Dolphy, Epitaph. If I could have put on just something like that and had one studio light on and just been sitting here drinking bourbon and Coke, talking to you guys all night, I would have done that. I was just literally just like kicked back, laid back, just shooting the stuff. I mean, it was all in the thumbnail. I thought the thumbnail summed it up quite nicely. I told the little picture generator AI thing, a wizard's hat, an old-timey microphone, some RPG books in black and white. And a lava lamp. Robert, you're right. I need a lava lamp. So that's just me on Maine, philosophically. Now, to answer Connect's question, not Connect's question, to answer Kabuki Kid's question, when I was at NASA, so this is a fun story. I think we got enough time to tell this. We got like 20 minutes. I can tell this. But when I was at NASA, I was very much in PC support fields, PC hardware fields. And I got tasked by a recruitment company that was actually based out of Huntsville, which Huntsville, of course, there's a lot of NASA stuff in Huntsville, Alabama. But they wanted me here in Florida to go out to KSC and do subcontracting for Boeing. Now, Boeing had built the office automation systems for NASA when they went from electric typewriters to desktop terminal. Boeing made that transition for them. And they had it. I mean, they literally had it since like 1960 something or 1970 something. The office automation contract belonged to Boeing. And they basically had a no-compete bid. Just every time it would come up, every new fiscal year. Boeing, you want this? Yeah, we'll do it for this many millions of dollars. Cool. And it just got rubber stamped year in and year out. Well, a company, and I forget their name now. I used to have this blazoned in my brain. But a company came in, and when that rubber stamp started to come down, said, hold on, we want to bid on that contract too. And Boeing threw a fit, and they wanted to know what they were going to bid. And so they shot their opening bid out there, and Boeing panicked because they realized that they were going to lose its job. There were people who did the office automation stuff who had been doing it. And I know this because I worked with some of them that had worked on Skylab. And if you're a little young for that, Skylab was the first permanent U.S. Space station. I mean, there in the office, there were people. And even, I remember I was talking to this guy named Ken Hunter. Ken was a fun guy. He looked like a 3/8 scale model of Hunter S. Thompson. He was a very slightly built dude, but he looked like Hunter S. Thompson. He wore like the aviator shades and everything. I think he knew it. I think it was something he cultivated. But he was a pretty mellow fellow most of the time, Ken. And I remember him telling me that they at NASA, they understood the long game. When Nixon canceled Apollo, they had to reuse the Apollo rockets that they had. They were like, we have a fleet of like 5 of these things. So they did the ASTP, they did a couple of Skylab missions, and then the other 2, one is out in Texas at the Johnson Space Flight Center, and one is at the Kennedy Space Center. But the he was telling me, like, they didn't, like, Boeing didn't panic, the employees didn't panic when they said, we're basically not going to have a space program now that we're not going to have a manned space flight program now that Skylab is over, until the shuttle comes online. Now, the shuttle is a different tragedy all on its own. There was expectations, and there was what we got. I mean, there were supposed to be so many shuttles that it would literally not make sense to put things in space in any other way. Like, you know, we would have like multiple shuttles up in space on any given day. The military would have fleets of shuttles. The problem with a shuttle came in that, and this is a little technical thing I found out, every shuttle, and even if they had the fleet of 20 and the military the fleet of 8, every shuttle had to be completely disassembled and reassembled. It was the ship of Theseus. The Columbia you saw go up was not the Columbia that you saw come down. The Atlantis you saw go up, was not the Atlantis you'd see go up the next time, because they had to gut it stem to stern. Things shook apart, stuff cracked. The Air Force has the X-37, which stays up for like 2 years at a time. It's a robot shuttle. So it never got the economics of scale. It couldn't have its economics of scale. Reusable spaceships outside of Star Trek and Star Wars and a few other cool shows are a lie. The stress of breaking gravity and then dropping back down into it destroys them. They have to be rebuilt every time. And it scares the hell out of me that Elon Musk wants to keep using those rockets over and over and over and over. But that's for another discussion. But between Skylab and the start of the space shuttle program, Boeing just told their employees, when NASA became a ghost town for a little more than half a decade, Boeing just told their employees, yeah, we'll send you places. They sent Ken to B-50 to Seattle to work on B-52s. They just we'll train you. I mean, you know how to run wires and cables and work in circuitry. We'll just send you to some classes. Even during the Carter years, the government was pumping enough money into Boeing that Boeing was just like, whatever. So fast forward to 2003, and suddenly some companies coming along saying, yeah, no, we want the office automation. And Boeing panics because they don't want to lose their primacy. And they're getting critically underbid. Boeing spins off its office automation to Rocketdyne. Rocketdyne looks at it and says, you people who've had jobs for 30 years, you need to reapply for them. We need to find out what you do. They sent in the Bobs. You've seen Office Space, the Bobs? They sent in the Bobs. And to lean up Rocketdyne Boeing, there were swathes of people. Some of them that I talked to were just a few years from being able to retire from government jobs. And if you know anything about working government jobs, you know that retiring from a government job means basically you go home and you keep drawing a paycheck. You just don't go to work anymore. You get like 3/4 of what you are making. But if you quit or are fired, I mean, you can take an early retirement. So I was there and I was having fun because basically, like, all the PCs that have been at these desks, they just brought into an office. I'll tell you guys the corner office story real quick. They had no place to put me. I had a semi-permanent cubicle, but there were some, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 weeks that I was out there. I literally had a corner office that, like, you know, I was 33 at the time, like 50-year-old generals, 50-year-old Air Force generals get that kind of office and look out across their fiefdom and go, I've arrived. I've worked hard for this. But there was just one empty and they had no other place to put me. So I was in an office like twice the size of my studio. I had this beautiful view of the VAB and Pad 39A. Hell, I expected Larry Hagman to walk in at any minute. You know, it was nuts, but everybody was like in a complete tizzy. They were in a complete panic. And I was just sitting there installing Windows 2000 on 300, 400 megahertz Pentium 2s. Just spent my day. I'd have a line of PCs. All the systems furniture shoved in there too with me, with just stacks of PCs. And I'm just putting Windows 2000 CDs in, closing the door, booting from the boot disk. Yes. And they were all unattended installs that had the CD keys built into them. And then I'd turn around, I'd go, I'd just sit down and I'd surf the internet. Major Nelson, that's right. So yeah, I mean, that's the long and short of what I did at NASA. I've told the story about meeting the last Columbia crew and fixing a computer problem they had. And it makes me very sad, and I'm not going to talk about it right now. So, but anyway, that's NASA. That's what I did. I did that for, I don't remember now. I started in the summer, but I know it didn't go till Christmas. I know we didn't go to Christmas because the new year was pretty damn bad. The new year was brutal that year. I mean, we sandbagged as much as we could because I made a lot of money out there. I made a lot of money. Fuchsia, skip the jar or skip the tang, just dump it out and stuff the jar full of money. So yeah, that was my NASA gig. I wasn't really. Oh, you know, one highlight of it. There was a young lady. So I worked in 2 buildings. They're gargantuan buildings. You can Google these up. There's the O and C building. O, letter N, letter C. if you've ever seen footage of the astronauts, like, getting ready for an Apollo flight, or the orange jumpsuits for the shuttle flights and that sort of thing, and you see them walking down a hall, and then they go out a door and get into a camper van for their trip. I went in and out that door when I would go over to the ONC building. I'll tell you guys who haven't heard the stories about the ONC building one of these days again. But I go next door to it, and by next door I mean like a quarter of a mile away. So walking between the two buildings was in the heat. They ran a shuttle bus. they ran a shuttle bus you could take. It ran like every 10 minutes if you had to go between the ONC and the SSPF. But when I was over in the ONC building, there was a young lady. She was I don't know why she was assigned to watch over me when I was doing stuff in my lightless gymnasium-sized open plan area where I was the only person at the SSPF. Thank you, Vaughn. I appreciate that. But I remember she was really big into Harry Potter. And I thought, oh, if she likes fantasy, she might know Dungeons and Dragons. And so I was talking to her and I said, hey, this weekend I'm going to be talking to the guy who invented Dungeons and Dragons, Gary Gygax. And she's like, oh, that's cool. And I said, is there anything you'd like to ask him? She said, ask him what he thinks about Harry Potter. And I did. And he said it was his favorite fantasy movie. She was quite delighted to hear that. So that's it. That was the time that September. Oh my gosh, we're coming up on 21 years ago. 21 years ago, I interviewed Gary. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I got that. I have seen, I watched the one with Johnny Depp in the movie theater, and I've seen like 5 minutes of a Harry Potter movie here, 10 minutes of it there. I have never read the books. I have never seen the movies other than that one. And we went to the theater because my wife and my kids were really keen on it. And I remember we go and we see it, and I sit down and I watch the thing, and when it's over, we're coming out, and the kids are talking about it. And my wife and I said, "Okay, now is that a Harry Potter movie?" Like, I didn't know. I literally, I was like, and they looked at me like I had just grown a third eye or something. And I was like, I've never watched the movies, y'all. And they're like, we thought you'd seen them. I'm like, no. Apparently we got them all on DVD. I've never seen them. I've never sat down and watched them. I mean, if I want fantasy, Fritz Leiber, Poul Anderson, Tolkien, Howard, which no offense meant to anyone who likes it. I was just like, well, So it was never really, but I mean, the surprise on their face when I was like, so that's like part of the Harry Potter universe. Does that happen like before or after Harry Potter? And they're just, Dad, you haven't seen. I'm like, no, I sure haven't. But I thought you had. I'm like, no, it's been on in the room. I've been through, but I've never watched it. I love Dune. Absolutely love Dune. Pardon me. Anyway, so we're going to be getting on here in a few minutes. We're going to be playing some classic Gamma World. We'll be going back into the ruins. And I see that Rex Dashington and probably Sane are in the green room warming up, as is whatever character Safi's going to be running. Dune 1, fantastic. Dune 1 plus, not so much. It was complicated and hard to follow. You know, I love Dune. Dune is phenomenal. Children of Dune, was it Children of Dune and then Dune Messiah, or Dune Messiah and then Children of Dune? I think it was Dune Messiah. Man, he lost the plot. Just did not care for. But anyway, we're going to get going here in just a few minutes. So I do want to remind everybody, of course, that this live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde makes the kinds of adventures they'd like to play, whether it's for Castles and Crusades, for 5th edition, or for the OSR. Old School is in play at the table with Hellebarde Games, and you can check them out on DriveThruRPG or on their website, hellebardegames.com, and we really appreciate that. And of course, if you'd like to support the show, if you'd like to do a little bit more than just subscribing to the show, you can support the show on Patreon, or you can become a YouTube member for as little as $2 a month. At the $10 level, whether it is on a YouTube membership or it is through Patreon, you will receive an advanced Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition adventure every month that you can put in your campaign. People have asked me, are they Greyhawk specific? No. You can put them in mostly whatever you want. I don't get too much into the outre stuff. You might have a hard time putting some of this in, say, Dark Sun. But Forgotten Realms, Dragonlance, yeah, probably. But I leave that up to you, the Dungeon Master. But let's get into it, because we're going to be playing, you know what I'm saying? Me don my headphones and welcome in Yang Enzhao as the one and only Rex Dashington.
Good evening.
Hopefully Sane, played by Doomsword Deathmaster.
Yo.
And the woman with no name, Sapphire, whose character was rather unmercifully erased last week in Mortal Kombat with the androids outside of the power plants at Disney World. Now, normally this is, of course, is also where I would introduce Kevin playing Do Re Mi, but I believe Kevin is out. If not, Kevin, get in here. I sent the link. So hopefully he'll be able to join us this evening, and we will proceed apace. So when last we left our intrepid adventurers, if Fuchsia 4077 died, the character that replaced 4077 died. You're two characters back, my friend. I got that reference, Orbital Air. That Mother Rexer is not real. So, you folks, you're standing outside this sort of rust-colored, because it is metal and it does appear to have daubs of rust on it. You have grabbed a fusion rifle and its associated backpack. And unfortunately, you have lost mercy. So what are you going to do?
Hey Rex, you seen Doe? Where do you bounce off to?
I don't know what happened to him.
Do-Re Mi has moved back to the little structure by the gate and says, if they call in reinforcements from outside, I'll try and hold them here.
I guess the death was a little too much for you. You get used to it.
He's a youngin'. So I do recall that some of these guys had vibroblades on them. Rex is going to take at least one.
Okay, 4 of them had vibroblades. The one that was sniping at you guys up on the building is the one with the fusion rifle, and it did not have a vibroblade.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's a good call, Rex. I already apologies if I interrupted. I already have one. Can I carry 2 more of those just to hang on to? And
yeah,
thank you. I'm gonna grab 2 of them then.
Your powered or your plastic plate rather. It helps with encumbrance. It helps with encumbrance.
Yeah, Rex I do have powered plate. You were right. Powered plate.
Okay.
Rex is going to ceremoniously strip Mercy of her belongings in the most respectful way that he can.
All right. So you begin to strip Mercy and sorry.
No comment.
Nice.
All right, so
Rex gets lonely.
Your wife's sickle is right back in the Magic Kingdom, dude.
Anyway. Wife sickle.
All right, so
to sleep, perchance to dream.
So you've got the vibroblades. There is a klaxon sounding, but nothing is immediately rushing out to meet you.
Yeah, Rex, I thought we was gonna haul ass. You were gonna grab them. We were going back to Sanctuary or whatever the hell it's called.
We have
Seems
to
like
get
a good
rid of
time.
these robots first.
What, the 2 of us?
We can do it, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, I'm hurt. I don't like saying I'm hurt. I mean, I'm a man, but it still hurts.
Well, I think Mercy had some med packs on her, right?
I don't think so, man. I think I took the last one already.
No, there was one left.
Oh, what's that fell out of the skirt? Yeah, let me grab that.
Come on, I'll fly you up to the roof. We should be safer up there.
All right, let me use this thing first. Oh, all right, up there. Right on.
So I'll grab him, fly him up to the roof, find somewhere to hide between what I assume are air conditioning units, and probably can heal himself up.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that med pack.
Okay, so about a turn is going to go by while you operate the med pack, and I gotta make sure. There I am. Okay, make sure the dice roller is working here. Think nothing of this. I'm just going to make sure it's working. Sometimes it quits. There it is. Okay, so you are up on the roof, and nothing is up there with you. There are massive funnel-shaped objects up here on the roof with you, and there's like a rumbling and a roaring sound that is very noticeable as you're up here, and there are 2 of them. Rex, glancing at probably Sane, glancing at them with your thermals, you can see they are putting out a tremendous amount of waste heat. Not so much that you'd be hurt by it, but it is it is some kind of exhaust system. You can tell.
Watch out, Rex. We got heat.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, that's
I was just going to say, some time passes, and the medikit fully discharges, and it tells it synthesizes some spray on skin to put on your wounds, and tells you how to apply it and how to wrap bandages and so on and etc. So you are now good to go.
Thank you. All right, man. I don't have any more cells, so I got these vibroblades. You lead the way, man. Get us the hell out of here.
so. All right, I guess Rex will look for the door in.
All right. There is a small structure between these two, and there is a door on it. There is a very heavy chain on it. It is rusted but solid looking, and faint letters on the door say "Authorized personnel only. All others will be prosecuted or terminated by the Disney Corporation."
Well, we're employees, so I believe that means we're authorized. So Rex is going to have the gun, the fusion cannon, lowered
Okay.
in one hand, and he's going to bust that door open with the other.
Okay, give me a D6 roll for open doors. There will be appropriate modifiers, fear not.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. D6.
Come on, man.
Not a problem. Your mighty magneto hydraulic hand just punches the lock right out, and the door clatters down a short flight of stairs, and there's a landing, and then they turn and they go down. And as you do that, you hear a voice on the stairs say, "Stop right there!" And you look, and there are three. They are dressed similarly to the ones that you just cut down, so you presume they might be androids. Probably sane. You may act first. What are you doing?
Bugger me. I guess I charge with a vibroblade.
Okay. Hang on.
Man.
All right. So that's your final answer. You're gonna go.
No choice.
Okay. All right. You can. I mean, you're in your armor. You can jump over the railing if you want and land in front of them.
Yeah, I do. Actually, that armor has a 20-meter dash.
Okay. Yeah. You can get right up to them however you want to.
Yeah, can I still attack?
Yeah.
All right, well, I suppose I'll do that then. Come on.
A 16 that will hit one, and
Nice.
that's a vibroblade, right?
Yes, sir. 25.
Alrighty, 25 points of damage, and it lets out kind of a shout of surprise. Yang, what is Rex doing?
Rex is going to fusion cannon one of the ones probably is not attacking.
All right, let's roll initiative. I got a 4. You got a 5. Fusion cannon one of them.
All right. Big money, big money. Okay.
A 13. A fusion cannon is like a class 18 weapon or something. It's obscene how powerful those things are.
Nice.
Let me see here. Open up Gamma World. And I'm just going to double check, but I'm almost certain that's a hit. So that's 2 strength 18 radiation hits. I believe you had 4 shots left in your pack. You now have 3.
Yes.
All right, so that is 2 strength 18 hits, and that's death. That basically you just microwaved this thing.
Sweet.
And just for future reference, and I want to make sure of this. All right. Fusion rifle is a class 16 weapon.
Okay.
All right. So Rex 1 is running around the stairs up to you with a vibroblade drawn. And he misses. And the other one takes a swing at you, and he misses. So yeah, you guys are locked in combat. And what is hang on a second. Sorry. So Doom Sword, what is probably Sane going to do in the next round?
So I don't know. Is this 20-meter dash a thing that I can do every round? I mean, I guess I can dig through here, and I wish this PDF was searchable.
The dash is really more of a I think for the sake of it not being too OP, we'll limit it to once per
Fair
combat.
enough. Okay, yeah, that works for me.
Go ahead.
Yeah. In that case, I'll just go ahead and slash with the vibroblade. The reason I asked is because I realized that I had been given a slug thrower.
Okay.
So I do have a ranged weapon, but I'll vibroblade these guys into oblivion.
All right, take your swing on this guy. Big numbers.
Come on. All right.
That hits. So that's 50, and that actually drops him.
Sweet.
Rex, you gonna blast again? Because this guy he's up in your grill. He's at point blank range. Do you want a vibro blade, or do you want to blast him with a fusion rifle?
And what are they using?
They're using vibro blades.
I'm gonna. Would I take a penalty to fusion rifling him? No,
Nope.
Great. Then that's what I'll do.
Just right at point blank range. You're just gonna
Yeah, blast back.
That's right.
blap. All right, roll it. All right, let's roll initiative. I'm sorry, let's roll initiative. Go ahead and roll it, please, Doomsword.
Alrighty.
We do need initiative.
No.
All right. Oops, that is not the right die that I should have rolled to hit you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so that is a miss. So now you can take your shot.
All right.
Come on, bud.
Big number. Oh, son of a.
Yeah, he just kind of ducks down as you're bringing the gun up, and just paint peels, metal just glows with energy. Yeah, you missed. So
The worst spot is the lost charge.
Yeah.
Man.
okay. So let's see. You're down there by yourself. You're on another landing, probably Sane. There's a short hallway there, door to your left and door to your right.
All right, but there's still a combatant.
Up above you, near the door where you came in, is fighting with a vibro blade against
Right.
Rex. So yeah.
Can I make it back up there and attack, or switch to the slug thrower and shoot one at his back?
You can absolutely take a shot at him with a slug thrower.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right, take your shot. A 14 and pistol slug is a class 10. This guy's armor class is not great. Class 14. Yes, that will hit.
All right. I don't know the damage. What was it? 3d6 or something?
Yeah, it was 3d6. This is a heavy handgun. Jim needed a little bit more variety in his archaic weapons. So yeah, blast. He. So roll initiative, please, Yang. I got a 1. You will almost certainly go first. Yes. Are you fusion rifling him or what?
No, I'm gonna vibroblade him.
Okay. That is a class 5 weapon. Take your shot.
Oh man.
That will miss. He is turning to vault off of the railing back down, and that'll put him more or less where probably Sane is in the next round. So probably Sane. You see this? He's like putting one foot on the railing there. You know, he's got his white 70s science fiction leotard on, and he's getting ready to vault over the railing. What are you doing?
Is it reasonable that I can just switch to a vibroblade and attack him as he comes down, or should I take a shot with the slug thrower since it's armed?
You will act before him, so you can.
Right. So I'm going to shoot him.
All right, take a shot.
All right, come on. This is an important one. Yes.
18 is a hit. That is 3 dice.
Damn.
And you've done what, 15 to him before?
Yeah, I did. What was that? It was a 5, a 4, and a 3. So 12.
12. Okay, so
plus
12.
8, 20.
Okay. Yeah, you put another good size one in him. Now go ahead and roll initiative, Yang. What are you going to do as he's trying to vault and get away from you?
I will vibro stab him in the back.
All right.
If I can.
You will almost certainly get to first. Yes, that sucking chest wound that he just got from a 10 millimeter copper jacketed slug has slowed him down a little bit. So go ahead and take your shot.
Oh man.
A 6 is not gonna get it. Yeah, he's already mid leap as your blade swings out, and he lands on the floor, and he looks at you, and he is turning to dash for the door, but you will act before him in the new round, probably Sane.
Can I go ahead and cut him down at that point? Is he close enough that I can just, or do I still need to shoot him?
No, you can draw your vibro weapon and attack him. I mean, that's the advantage of your incredibly high dexterity.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you. Come on. 13, weapon class 5.
13, weapon class 5. Let's see. That is a hit.
Beautiful. 25.
25, and he had taken 20. What?
Yes, he had taken 12 and 8. I think he had taken 20. So
right.
That would be a total of 45.
Okay, yeah, he just crumples to the floor, white android blood pooling out underneath him.
Oh.
So you have door to left, door to right.
All right, I'm going to wait for Rex to get down here.
Okay.
Rex is going to get down there, and he's going to rummage through. I guess he sort of tied Mercy's skirt into like a hobo pack, and he's going to go in there and get out the laser pistol she had. And he'll give that to probably. You might need this.
Awesome. I'll take it.
You'll probably need this.
Yeah. What's that got? Just the full energy cell.
Yeah, it's got one full cell.
Yeah, so yeah, you got a Got a full cell, and that is 5d6 on a wound.
Right, and it's a one shot thing. So,
Should be
right,
10
like I
charges,
take a
think.
shot. Right, 10. Thank you.
And then there's also 2 empty cells that need to get recharged for it.
I'll grab those for sure. I got a whole bunch of them, and we'll distribute them.
Can probably put the laser-proof cloak over his armor.
No. Nope. It will not. Okay. So through which door are you going? They are unlabeled. There's left and right.
Can I do a quick scan in ultraviolet to see if I see any robot power sources in either room?
You don't detect any robot power sources per se, but there is something that is coming through strong through the left-hand door. It's not a robot power source. It's literally like almost overwhelming your vision sensor.
There's something big through that left door.
How big?
It's so bright, like the noontime sun.
Kind of seems like we should get the hell out of here now. I mean, I'll take him on. You just give the word.
If you want to go, we can go. Grab the car, but I think this might be our best chance if we're going to try to eliminate the robots that are here.
Alright, man, let's do it. Let me get this pistol ready, man. I'm still fooling with it. How about you bust open that door and I'll shoot whatever beyond.
Oh, yeah. And he'll get a fusion cannon ready again. Kick open the door this time.
Okay, give me a d6 roll to open the door. Not a problem. You bash the door open. You are looking out on a catwalk that extends around the perimeter of a room, down another couple of floors. You basically, what your UV system was pinging on, there are 2 massive metallic structures with pipes going into them and so on and everything. There's a lot of thermal energy down there, and you see all of these just consoles and everything else, and there's a scattering of what you presume are the machines, the androids tending to this. It's very loud in here. Your suit's noise suppression systems are having a bit of trouble with it. About 5 meters away on the catwalk, wearing dirty clothes. They're kind of like the white coveralls that you've seen the others wearing, is a pure strain human with their back to you.
What about these androids? There's a number of androids in here, or
there are some androids on the lower level that appear to be tending to various functions.
Like, is some 3 or a platoon's worth?
or 20, right?
You count up. There's a total of 9 of them.
Like, ooh.
However, I will point out that at a glance, none of them appear to be wearing armor or be armed.
And we got this pure strain human with our back to us in the
There's
white
a pure
cloth.
strain human. There's some kind of cart or something. They're doing something.
And they don't seem to recognize us or notice us.
They don't notice you.
Hey, Rex, you want me to take a shot?
I don't know, if the robots are keeping this person alive, they might have information on how to get rid of them.
F it, I'm taking a shot.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's hard to tell. They're bald.
I think we should grab it and bring it out in the hall where we can question it.
All right, man, whatever you say. Just don't get me killed. I'll lean up to the left wall or whatever and kind of sit there flanked against it with my pistol out in case I need to take a shot.
Okay.
Well, since it's loud, Rex isn't going to worry about tiptoeing. He's just going to go over and kind of like grab the person bear hug style with a metal fist over the mouth and then try to go backwards out the door into the hall.
Okay. Roll initiative for me, Rex.
Okay. Nothing wrong with this. Little kidnapping's fine. Whew.
Okay. You grab them and drag them out into the hall. Do you go back out in the hall to numbers?
Absolutely. I follow Rex.
Okay. So you got this person facing away. You got your hand over their face. You're back out in the hall now.
And Rex will say to the person, "Are you okay? Have the androids harmed you?"
When you take your hand off their face and turn around, from here up is a smooth metal plate, and there's just like this speaker where their mouth should be. And the perimeter around the smooth metal plate, there's like, kind of a festering line of red, and the same with the speaker. And they just kind of stare at you for a half second, and this metallic screaming just starts to come out of the speaker.
Okay, well, I guess that's not mercy. Rex will snap its neck.
Okay. That's simple. They're not even resisting it. This is like some cybernetic thing that the machines kind of jammed together. You surmise out of some unfortunate human.
So not a pure strain human. Okay.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, good job, Rex.
He'll turn to probably. My bad.
No, I gotta give a damn.
Okay, one thing you did notice when you dragged the person away, they had a little push cart that had what looked like a computer terminal on it that they were standing at accessing.
Hey, what gives with that?
Where's dough when you need him?
Yeah, I ain't too shabby myself most times.
All right,
I ain't as good as I used to be, but I'm half as good as I was.
Why don't you give it a go and maybe we could figure out how many androids there are here, or at least where to recharge our weapons.
Yeah, now you're talking my language. I'll check it out.
Love to get that fusion cannon back up to full.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're opening the door and going back out?
Yeah, so what's the deal with that cart? We open the door, we can bring it back with us or whatever.
There are a few cables and whatnot. It looks like some kind of mobile device that was brought over that are plugged into a conduit on the wall. You can unplug them and bring it back, but you're not sure what kind of functionality or connectivity you'd have at that point.
Right. Yeah, well, I suppose we're just gonna stay here. You want to stay here and check it out? Cover
Let's
me.
do it. I'll cover you. They'll put the
Nice.
they get the fusion cannon ready.
Okay. And I should point out that it is a big, bulky weapon. It's not quite a cannon. Like, you don't need a tripod or a bipod or anything like that. But you do you. You do you. And you have 2 shots left on it, by the by.
I do.
Okay. All right. There it is. It's an ancient computer terminal. And you've used them before, have you not? Have you successfully?
I have. Yeah.
Have you successfully worked through one? Okay.
It was a while ago.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D10 roll, just the one.
Oof.
It takes you a few minutes, but you kind of you sort of stumble through some menus. You kind of glance over the railing. The androids are moving around from place to place, monitoring things, but they're not paying attention to you. So you're at a main menu. What do you wish to do?
Now, in terms of understanding main menus, I'm not very good at that, but I'm gonna dig a little deeper into anyone that seems to have some sort of effect on android movement. I'm gonna try to shut them down.
Okay. There's a couple of points. You don't see anything to do that, but there are a couple of points of interest that catch your eye. You can check the status, like check power status.
Absolutely. Let's do that first.
One is fusion converter 1, 98%. The other fusion converter 2, 86%. And they both have nominal under them. And this is that lovely green I don't care that this happens 600 years in the future after 400 years of technological advancement for us, or however long it is. It is a lovely Lear Siegler monochrome green terminal. So ASCII keys, ASCII characters, nominal, blinking over the two settings. There's Conversion Lab.
Okay, so those two, 96 and 88 or whatever, they're, I guess they're both normal. That's not that big of a separation. Yeah. What's up with Converter Lab?
The Converter Lab, it very quickly draws out a grid of squares in ASCII characters, and there's a bunch that say prepping, a bunch more that say deceased, and a couple that say stand by for prep. Actually, there's just one that says stand by for prep.
All right. And these are all tappable or whatever. I could just tap stand by for prep and see what happens.
Yeah, you can highlight them, and it just brings up this page that just this cascade of data. It could be medical stuff. You don't know.
Useless. Go back to home.
Okay. You got log off terminal, send message.
Send message. Of course. All right, I tap send message.
Okay. There's to and subject, and then a blank space underneath it.
All right, I'll man. Damn. I wouldn't even know how to man, I don't know. Whatever. Sorry, Rex.
That's all right. Can we determine what exactly these androids are doing?
They appear just to be monitoring things, moving from place to place.
Is there a way to tell if they're the evil murdering android, or if they are maybe supposed to be here working on the Disney power plant?
Not really. You can go down and ask them. They're wearing white coveralls like all of the other androids that you've seen so far.
And there were no exits out of this room, or there were? Apologies. Like farther down into there were passageways leading.
There's passages and doors down on the lower level, the same level with the androids. The catwalk does go all the way around the room.
Does it appear to terminate in exits? Like at the catwalk level?
Yeah, there's one on the far side. It's basically on the same side, but you'd have to make a complete circuit of the room to get over to it.
Well, man, we can either go down in there, or we can walk across the top,
Yeah, I'm
or
still
we
here.
can leave.
I don't know. What do you think we should do?
Well, they seem lethargic. I mean, we can walk down there and ask them what's up, right? Or we can go around the top. I mean, what do you think?
Maybe we should just go down there. If something goes wrong, I could always fly us back up here.
Yeah, you could, and I can run pretty damn quick.
All right, so I guess we go down.
Okay, you just vault over and land?
Are there stairs?
Actually, no.
So there's no stairs, right? I'll cover you.
All right. So Rex, all right, he'll just hop on down then.
I'll cover him with laser pistol.
Okay, you jump down, but kind of it's anti-gravity, but you know it's got to push something aside, so they kind of sense it and look up, and they watch you land. A couple of them are reaching into their lab coats, and the closest one is saying, "You're not authorized to be here. Identify yourself immediately."
I'm an employee, Rex Dashington. What are you guys doing down here?
They are all drawing weapons.
Son of a bitch. All right. I will... when you say weapons, what kind of weapons are we talking about?
They are drawing pistol-sized weapons that look like laser pistols.
Score!
All right. Well, he is going to fly back up to that catwalk.
Okay. Before you can do that, let's get your actions there, probably sane.
Here's your authorization, man. I'm shooting.
Okay. Roll to hit. Okay. You're watching them watch Rex, so you just kind of burn a hole in the concrete. Rex, roll initiative.
Big number.
Oh, you probably will.
Okay.
All right, so you jet up and away from them. They do shoot at you. You're getting a couple of shots at you, probably. You've drawn attention to yourself.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me.
Probably not.
That's 17.
Okay.
Oof.
And 16.
Right, so 33.
Yes, you
Alright,
take a
so
couple of
Rex,
zaps.
Rex
Yeah, I
takes
had
8
90.
points on that.
That puts me at 57.
All right. Let's see. And Rex, I can't. Dang it, I can't see that one. You do get shot once
Oh, okay.
as you fly away, and then a 16. It does not penetrate your shields.
Whew.
Okay, they are all running for a door in the far end of this large room. A couple of them stop and turn and look back up at you and still have their pistols raised, but the other 4 have run. What do you wish to do?
Well, Rex, what the hell, man? I'm going to take a shot.
All right, go ahead and roll it. That is not. Let me see.
Weapon class 13.
Weapon class 13. They don't have a great armor class. Still not going to get it though.
Man.
Right.
Let's see. Rex, what are you doing?
Is there something I can shoot at that would collapse that door? Like fill it with rubble or put something in front of it? Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Fine. Then he will fusion cannon one of them.
Okay. Let's roll initiative because they're going to take shots at you guys. I rolled a 2. You guys rolled a 6. Go ahead and take your shot.
Gah!
That is,
Man.
sorry.
That is
So
That was weapon class 18, though, right?
yeah, but a 4 is or a 6 is, or no, it wasn't even that good. It was a 3. A 3 is still a 3. So that is a miss on probably Sane, and that is a miss on Rex Dashington.
Sweet.
Pew pew.
Well, this has been disappointing.
Man, you're slower than I thought you were.
All right, what to do? What to do?
I'm firing.
All right, take your shot.
Come on now.
8. Let's see.
Weapon class 13, maybe.
That actually hits him.
Excellent.
It'll be 5 dice. Yeah, did not enjoy that. Rex, you going to take that last fusion rifle shot?
No, I'm actually going to take out my laser rifle and take a shot with that.
All right, do it to it.
Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, now I get an 18.
Yeah.
So 9 dice.
All right. 9
Hell
dice?
yeah.
Is
Laser
rifle is 66, I think.
is rifle 66.
Laser rifle is, but if that was fusion
Okay,
rifle, that might be more.
It's 6. It's 6.
Okay. I mean, I'll do 3 more if you want.
That's quite all right. All right, it
19.
clearly does not like that. Let's see. Okay, new round. You gonna shoot again there, probably?
Yeah, I do until I can't.
All right. Go ahead and take your shot.
Come on. Please.
It will hit. It will hit.
Yeah. Awesome. Come on. Nice.
21, and you had done, was it 19 or 16 in the previous?
It was 19, as I recall.
That it stops moving. You just pop, thud. So there's one left. You gonna take a laser rifle shot at this one there, Rex?
Oh, heck yeah.
All right,
Come
roll
on,
initiative.
Rex.
Take your
Hell
shot.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
It's
Double
19.
hell yeah.
Okay. Respectable.
Good enough.
Okay. It is down. So there are no more androids in the room with you.
Beautiful, man.
Let's get their guns.
Whichever one of you is the real one, I like you the best.
Thanks, man. That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
All right, so Rex will head back down there and gather up whatever laser pistols he can find.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I stick to a 6.
the doors at the end of the exit, there's like a short alcove with doors. They are closed. You can grab up the laser pistols that these things had. There's all kinds of consoles and ancient tech lying around. There's
Do I see any other batteries slash power units?
you see lots of panels, lots of sorts of things. Do you want to give me a D10 roll? Do you want to start checking for stuff like that?
Oh God! All right, why not? We'll give it a go.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm gonna grab up all the laser pistols I can.
Okay.
Oh my God!
All right, Rex. So let's see. What would we put this under? Okay, so you see something like, hey, that's like an imprint of the thing that goes in my guns and my other stuff. There's a whole row of them. But how to use them? Give me another D10 roll.
And this is where things start to go wrong. Oh my God!
Hell yeah.
You're like, plug, twist. Give me another D10 roll.
Come on, man. You
right.
got this.
Oh boy!
And you're like, okay. You ever do that thing with the charger where you're like, well, wait, does it? Did you take it out and turn it upside down and go, no, and turn it back over, or with a USB plug, like not like that. Oh, so like that? No, not like that. Like, so yeah, you're just kind of you're trying to sort it out. Give me another roll.
Okay. Oh.
God.
Same. You're just like clunk clunk.
Rex will scratch his metallic chin and try again.
All right.
Do it to it. There we go.
Okay. You had it right the first time. You just had to push it all the way in until you heard the click. Give me another D10 roll.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
Let's see. Okay, nothing changes, but you think maybe there's a button here you need to push or something?
All right.
Click, green light, and you can see little flashing bars of red and orange light. They're red every place you don't have a power module. It's orange and a couple of centimeters long where you do have one of your power modules. You have figured out how to use a energy cell charger. Congratulations.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Any you find in the future, you will be able to use.
Man, I got 8 right now.
Yeah, I got a lot too. So, I guess the question is, how long will this take to charge, and how many can we charge at one time?
There are 12 receptacles that seem to resize depending on what you put in them. And it will basically, for your weapons type stuff, it'll take an hour to charge.
Man, jackpot.
I might have to hold down the fort here.
Just as you do, you hear this horrible screech, like just this, ah, ah! The doors at the far end of the room burst open, and in come a number of converted humans.
Okay.
They're all wearing the dirty white smocks or whatever. Some of them appear to have been freshly converted. There's suture marks. It's just, a camera lens where an eye for one of them should be. It's just horrible. There's some obvious mutants, some obvious pure strain humans. You hope the small ones that you see were just, had dwarfism and aren't what you think they might actually be, but they're all wielding various implements and shuffling towards you, screeching and moaning.
I have a question. During the time that Rex was doing that, since I declared that I was going to grab laser pistols, did I grab any of this, or just like sword them or something?
Yeah, he was taking a good couple of turns. He was taking a good few turns to figure that out. So yeah, you've got laser pistols.
Yeah, how many would you say, so I can notate it on the character sheet?
Oh, just 2, because there were just 2 androids down there.
Okay, so there were 2, right? Yeah. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm charging this massive desecrated flesh and carbon and metal and disgustingness.
I remember when I got Massive Desecrated Flesh's first release on cassette tape back in 91. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that wasn't the demo. The demo brings big bucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, so you're moving over towards the horde of converted humans. Rex, what are you doing?
How many converted humans does a horde make?
There's like a dozen of them.
Okay. Well, I am going to plunk one off with my laser rifle first.
Okay. Fusion Cone says the receptacles can shrink or... Yeah, it only took them like 400 years of human advancement, and then like the next year there was a nuclear war. So maybe there's something to be said for not tampering with the fabric of the universe by inventing a charger that doesn't suck. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Well, you're charging over there to do battle with them, so you can dash over and attack one of them if you want. Probably.
I do. Thank you.
Come on. All right.
Please.
A 10. Let me see. These guys, not great armor class.
It's a weapon class 5 because it's vibroblade.
Yeah. These poor creatures are essentially unarmored. A Please 10. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Sweet. All right, so that's 25.
Yeah, you just run it through and falls over backwards.
Nice.
It's like you feel something metal, I'll stab you in that big suture in the middle of your chest, and your vibroblade goes in and you kind of feel the resistance of metal The androids have done something horrible to these people. All right, Rex, you're going to laser rifle one of them. Roll initiative, please. That's a 2.
Come on.
That's a 6. Take
There
your
it
shot.
Okay. Oh.
A 5 is not gonna get it. Meanwhile, like eight of them are leaning in at probably Saint, and he's gonna go out like Colonel Rhodes. Choke on him!
I hide under the dumpster like Glenn, no problem.
All right. So yeah, 6 of them are swinging implements at you.
Man, that's a lot of dice.
Not a single. I mean, it's just like
sweet.
It's like banging on your armor. They have pipes and small hatchets and so on, and they're beating on your armor. But this is kind of what it was made for. So are you gonna take a new shot at them? Are you gonna use Vibroblade?
Yeah, I'm all about Vibroblade. I'm hacking them to pieces.
Okay. What is Rex gonna do in the new round?
He is going to run up and vibro them.
Okay. Roll your first Vibroblade attack there, probably same.
Come on.
Oh
yeah.
20.
Sweet.
25 points. There's this by the hair and the general shape of the face, you think it may have once been pure strain human female, but everything from here down is just a metal grill and is just kind of emitting this screeching noise and falls down dead as you jab your sword through it. Roll initiative, please, because I know what they're going to attempt to do to you. Yay. You may go first.
All right.
Yeah, that's sufficient.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's 25 with vibro.
You bring another one down, so there's 9 left. That is going to be 4 on probably, and we'll do the 5 on Rex first. It's going to be exceptionally hard for them to. Oh, look at that! I see a. Let's see.
Oh no!
Up in class
all right.
1.
That's fine.
Three potentials.
What is Rex's armor class?
2.
Nice.
2, and I got a 19. I got a 20 and a 17. So you're
and
actually
a 17.
Okay, so that's 3d6. Your suit's registering impact damage. So yeah, that's you're gonna see her shield waver a little bit.
Oof.
So it was the 20 that hit him? That
It was the 20 and the 17s. So now there's 4. 4 are attacking probably sane.
Yeah, this is AC3.
And that is 1 hit.
Yep.
For 1 damage.
Is that all you got?
So it just kind of makes this mewling sound like, just as it sort of spasmodically twitches as it brings a pipe down on you. Let's roll initiative. Or probably saying you're going to keep slashing at them.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as an opening to cut its throat and hopefully sever its head.
All right.
Oof.
A 6 will actually not. Let me see. Armor class. Yeah, no, that's not going to get it.
Bummer.
You've kind of slash it, but it catches more of its more of the surgical smock it's wearing than the actual flesh. Rex, you gonna attack another one?
Oh yeah.
Roll initiative, please. Actually, Doomsword roll initiative. Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so that's going to be. These are on Rex.
Glorious dice.
All right, and yeah, that's a couple of hits. That's a couple more hits. So Rex, 12 damage.
Oh,
Yeah, they're pounding you with their pipes. Like, it's palpable.
Luckily, the shield will take that.
and luckily that was his best rolls. No.
Oh, that's a pair of hits on you there, probably.
Man.
That is a total of 7.
Alrighty.
You kind of get your bell rung similarly. Yeah, these things are moaning and screeching, and it's really disturbing. It's really, really disturbing. 12 is going to hit. So you got another one, Rex. So you've got 4 on you, probably saying you've got 4 on you. You're going to attack?
Right. Yes, I am.
All right, do that.
Come on, man.
11 is absolutely going to hit, and you drop it.
Sweet.
So that is 3 on probably sane, 4 on Rex Dashington. Rex, you going to keep wailing away?
Oh yeah.
All right, do it.
Stabbing time.
All right. Okay, take your shot. An 8. An 8. Vibro's class 5. Let me see.
Yep.
5 and 8 will actually not hit.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah. All right, so that's 4 on Rex. Nothing manages to even affect your shields, and that's 3 on probably. And likewise, you are unharmed. Probably, do it.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's just, one of them hits you in the arm as you're trying to complete your blow there. That's a miss. Jack Photon says, I'm waiting for the strafing runs from the Cap from outer space. That sounds like something someone could super chat for. I'm just saying. All right.
Nuke the site from orbit. It's
a Dean Jones android comes out. Okay. Rex, you're going to swing. So roll initiative if you would, please. Doomsword.
Oh, sorry.
Nope. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
That will hit. You destroy another one. There's 2 on you, or there's 3 on you, and 3 on Doomsword. So let's see. A palpable hit for 3.
those were his best rolls.
And 3 on probably sane. And 1 hit. Come on. For 4.
On.
You're getting your bell.
I'm at exactly half. So I hope you got more where that came from.
All right. At this point, for Rex, just to kind of hurry things along so we can get poor Steph into the game, I'm going to say that, like, they're hitting you with clubs. Actually, the clubs might do more damage than that, but ultimately, it's not that big of a deal. Club, nope, 1 to 6. So, yeah, they can't breach your shield. They can't. So you can mercy kill them and not worry about it. Probably saying you can go first. We'll just go ahead because there's only 4 of them left. And soon the floor of the power generation room is just a charnel pit.
Right. You want me to take some damage or something? I'm fine with that.
No.
All right.
You do, however, Rex, you notice this because you've been working with the charging station. Give me a D10 roll, Rex.
No. All right, D10.
D10.
Nothing can go wrong here.
Okay. Okay, you're looking around and you're like, hang on a second. I think, yes, these are broadcast fusion. These are fusion generators that use broadcast power. So you're starting to understand. Do you want to try and understand the power systems a little bit more?
Yeah.
All right, give me another D10 roll. A 6. Maybe it's this doohickey over here. Give me another roll.
Oh.
You're still looking at that doohickey. You wanna give it another shot?
Oh yeah. Come on.
Right.
Come on, 1.
No, you're still like it's got to be in this metal cabinet here.
All right. Give it another shot here.
Well, maybe if I pull on this, it'll open. No, it won't open.
All right. I will look for buttons.
All right, give me a D10 roll. Nope.
He'll say, probably. You want to give this a try?
Yeah, give me the once over.
All right. Give me a D10 roll there, probably.
All right, come on. Please.
Yeah, okay. You're like, okay, this goes over here, and this console, okay. You can give me another roll if you want.
Sure.
You go over to where Rex is standing, and you're looking at this cabinet, and you're like, man, it's got to be something in here. Bang, bang, bang. You want to try again?
Yeah, I'll try one more time before hand off to Rex.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't respond.
Man, I don't know, but at least I got you this far.
That's all right.
So,
I'll give it a go.
all right, roll it.
Come on, we need mobile charging. Oh.
Nope.
Wait. I saw this one thing over here.
I think I seen that too.
A 3. Okay, well, it's not that panel. It must be this bank of switches. So you move over. You're going to give it another shot.
Another one, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're onto something.
Okay, all right. You're like, okay, down here to this one. This one's humming. You can actually put on your gauntleted suit hands. You can touch this one and it's humming. Yeah.
Man, them gloves is killing you.
All right, I got it this time.
Let's see. All right, yeah, just open the door, and now there's a bank of what look like bars, like they might move. You wanna give it a shot?
Yeah.
All right.
You got this, man.
You reach out and touch it, and You take a 20-point electrical shock.
Oh, man.
Whoa! I got to be a little more careful there.
Man, I told you them gloves is too big, man.
No, I got this.
Alright, you need a real man to take care of it. You just let me know.
See?
You go back to the panel. You're like, okay, let's go over here. You've got it from here. Try it again.
Okay.
You're like Daffy Duck. Wait a minute. Ho ho ha, turn, dodge, parry, thrust, ha.
Man.
All right, so you go back to the panel that you were at, not the one that electrocuted you, but a few panels over from that.
All
You
right,
flip the switches.
try this again here. Oh, God. Yeah, probably. Why don't you give this a go again?
Yeah, I
you're
may
like,
as well, man.
Okay.
Alright, so I flip this here and flip this down, flip this other one up and this other one up. Simple.
All right. And nothing changes.
Alright, well, I must have flipped that one wrong.
All right. Because I'm picking up where you left off there. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's still functioning.
Come on, man. That's not the way to do it.
A yellow
Flip them
light,
all up!
a yellow light came on when, let's see. All right, you're like, oh, wait, no, not this breaker panel. Maybe it's this one over here.
Man, that's a pretty horrible electrician.
You can try again. Okay. All right. To this panel. Try again, Doomsword. If you want to, that is.
Yeah, I'll try, whatever. Electrocute me.
Okay. You actually you're like, wait, no. I need to go over to this console. So you've actually made a bit of progress. It's very backwards, but you made it there. So you want to try again?
Yeah, hey Rex, you see what I'm doing, right? This is a little beyond me, but I'll try.
Yeah. I think you're on the right track.
Okay, you go and you sit down at you're like, wait a minute, this all comes into this terminal, and you're now at it's just mathematical functions. There's no friendly menus or anything. You wanna give it a shot again?
You can do this.
This isn't my strongest, man.
Quadratic equation for the win. Come on, man.
Okay, you're now kind of looking at a sine wave that's being drawn with ASCII characters. You're not sure what's going on. You're gonna give it a shot again. A 3. Oh, a 9.
A 9.
Okay, you're at a different screen. You can try it again.
Yeah, I mean, may as well, right?
6. Okay, give me another try. Flowchart City. You're not able to get off that screen. One more try. Keep rolling the dice.
Come on.
That's it. You now understand how a broadcast power station works.
Damn it, man. It was that simple. We were overthinking it.
Exactly. Don't touch any of those gray boxes. You just got to go through these menus on the terminal. You now understand how broadcast power works. Doomsword.
Sweet. I'm gonna certainly show Rex so that hopefully I can explain it to him enough that he understands as well.
Okay. All right. So, Rex, it takes a few minutes, but you've got it sorted out.
Okay, so what can we charge? I assume this charges things wirelessly. What can we charge?
Broadcast power sends power to vehicles and robotic units. It doesn't charge things. You figured out the charger.
Oh, okay.
They don't do wireless charging, and they do wireless power to things that constantly need power.
What
Like,
about armor?
oh, your cells in your suit? No.
No.
No, your atomic cells in your suit? No.
Man, what's the word? This is some kind of transceiver that the receivers pick up.
Now that you've gotten control of this, you can power off the killer animatronics in the park.
Couldn't we also power on stuff to do what we wanted to do?
Yeah, let's get rid of the killer stuff first. Then we can get those rides to work again.
But this seems like the key to the kingdom right here.
Literally.
All right, let me slap these hydrogen cells in this charger, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
I got 8 of those.
Got 8. Okay, so I'll fill the other 4, and one of them I'm using the fusion pack.
Okay, hang on a second and let me let me tell you guys what'll charge and what won't. Hey, Dungeon Minister, how are you? We're just enjoying some Gemma World. All right, so hydrogen cells. Let's see. Hydrogen cell. Oh. Under hydrogen energy cells, not hydrogen cells.
I just know the sound they make when they take a man's life.
All right, so hydrogen energy cells are rechargeable. Atomic energy cells, like what powers your powered armor, are not rechargeable. You have to find another.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucks right there.
What about the fusion pack?
Let's see. Fusion rifle. Come on. No, it takes an atomic energy cell and a converter.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of like when you're playing Fallout and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna have this laser Gatling, and oh wait, crap, that takes the same things that my suit needs.
All right. So did we power off all those killer androids?
It's up to you if you want to do it. You know you have the broadcast power, and you can do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. There's other things that are receiving power right now from the power station. The conversion chamber, the bioconversion chamber.
Bioconversion chamber?
Yeah.
Is that what's keeping Walt breathing?
What's a bioconversion chamber?
Alright, shut it all off. Except the charger.
Okay. What do you shut off? What do you keep going?
Just turn off the androids. Let's keep everything else going.
It's up to you, my man.
Yes, all the androids are off.
All right. Yeah, you basically issue shutdown commands for all of the animatronics. There's the doors that these things came out of. There's the charger. There's these 2 power units. What do you wish to do?
Just the androids.
Okay.
Hey man, how about we just turn that stuff off? We fill our packs, haul ass, get your wife and kid, get the hell out of here.
But we don't want to turn everything off, do we?
Well, we know how to turn it off later, and we know how to turn it on, right?
You know what?
There are tons and tons and tons of things on the list, like, weird names like Space Mountain. It's a small world. Hall of Presidents.
You know what? Rex is actually going to call Walt.
Okay.
And he's going to get Walt to give him a list of things we need to turn off.
Okay.
Smart.
Yeah, basically Walt says, well, it's the Imagineering department that has gone completely insane and has been under the control of the evil animatronics. So please shut them down. Shut them all down. Hurry.
Absolutely. You can't trust creatives. So we'll shut down Imagineering.
You got that straight.
Alrighty, so you go through the menus because, again, you understand how to use this thing now. And you've gotten it all shut down, and a few minutes later your communicator clicks. It's Walt.
Walt, hello.
My boy, I don't know what you've done, you odd spaceman, you, but already I'm seeing the animatrons who are good and wanted to make the park the happiest place on Earth again, are already reactivating, and they're cleaning the place up. It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
That's great news. I hope your happiness index increases.
So do I, my boy. So do I.
Walt, we lost a companion. You wouldn't happen to have a life ray here somewhere, would you?
Sadly, no, the database doesn't indicate anything about a life ray. I'm afraid not.
All right. So I think we're going to stay here until we recharge all of our stuff, right?
We'll recharge those cells. Yeah, I slapped the 8 of them in there, and that's what I had. I probably actually I've got 1, 2 more that have a couple of charges missing from them. These were my blanks, so I mean we could stick around for a couple hours if you want.
Yeah, because I have.
As you guys are discussing this, above you, the catwalk door flies open with a bang, and there's a very panicked-looking Do-Re-Mi standing there. He's panting. He says, "There, did you guys do that? There are these giant brown and black and white striped rodent things, and one of them had a freaking Hawaiian shirt on, and they were coming straight at me with heavy blasters, and they just fell over. I don't know what you did, but keep doing it."
Yeah, no problem, Doe.
They had
Come
these
on
weird
down.
high-pitched voices. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the other door. There's a whole nother half of this building over there, offices and everything. Can you get up here or come through that door over there?
Sure, we'll meet you there.
I'm all about it.
Okay, so he walks back through the door. And you guys have got these two doors in front of you.
Has this been long enough to charge those hydrogen cells?
No, it's been like 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. Tell you what, guys, I'll hang out here.
All right, I'll go meet Doe. So I guess Rex will go through the doors. Solo.
Okay. So you by the way, wave of mutilation, the correct answer to your question is Shakespeare was a better wordsmith. He could turn a phrase. There's puns within puns and referential jokes within referential jokes in Shakespeare's work. Tolkien was a better novelist and a better understander of the mechanics of language. So anyway, so you head out into the hallway, and there's a visibly shaken but at the same time relieved Do-Re-Mi, and he's like, it's nuts. You got to see this. There's an office with a very angry, switched off android sitting in the middle of a huge table in there. I don't know what you did, but that thing's not working anymore. And there's a bunch of others laying around him. And then there's another room it's pretty grody. I think you should see this though, Rex.
All right, let's go on. And if we pass any androids in the hall, Rex will not pass up the opportunity to vibroblade them.
Okay, that's fine. You do pass a few. They're not armed, but you do shut them down. Do-Re-Mi takes you to a room. You're not sure what its original purpose was. There's metal tables. There's a dozen metal tables in 3 rows of 4. And with the exception of one table, there are humans in various states of vivisection. There's stacks of electronic and other kinds of modules. Some have got them half installed in them. There's a few androids lying motionless on the floor amongst them, but you now understand where the altered humans came from. You're not sure what they indicate, but all of them on the metal table next to them, there's some kind of monitoring devices, and there's just a straight line going across the screen of the monitoring device, except for one in the corner, and it's still got a wavy line moving up and down. And it is a female human.
Rex will run over there, and he will attempt to wake her. He'll try tickling her feet. Miss.
Okay, Kanek. The last thing you remember is your scavenging party being overcome by androids armed with clubs and stun rods and dragged in here and strapped to these tables, and it's just been a nightmare since then. But there is this giant power armor individual raking his manipulator fingers up and down the sole of your foot.
I give out a slight screech. Oh!
Are you okay?
Are you one of those robots that are going to do whatever they're doing to everybody else? It's horrible.
And he will lower or raise the helmet up, and she sees his long, luscious locks sway as he shakes his head, and he says, "No, I'm Rex Dashington. I'm here to save you."
Oh my gosh. Thank you. It was terrible. I don't think any of the rest of my group made it. I don't think any of the other humans made it.
You can just recognize a few of your tribe. No, none of them made it.
This here is Do Re Mi, and we have another member in another room.
Are you all humans?
Yang, did you hear that?
You can come with us if you like.
Yes, definitely. I have nothing left. I have no one here. I have nothing left. My whole tribe is gone.
Maybe we can find you some clothes here somewhere.
That would be very nice.
As far as clothes in this room, unfortunately, what your fellow tribesmen had on has been essentially cut or torn off of them. However, there is a pair of trousers that you think will fit, and a bright yellow t-shirt with some kind of stylized animal with big round ears and a big beaming smile and big wide eyes on it. Looks like some kind of mutant animal on a yellow t-shirt.
Okay, I'll put those on.
Okay.
Rex will do a quick sweep and see if there's any med kits in here.
Yes, there are.
Oh, excellent. How many med kits?
There are 4 med kits here.
Yes.
And they are fully charged.
All right. Well, Rex will definitely grab that. Is there anything else of use in this room?
No.
Medical
Whatever.
supplies of any kind?
Not for the kind of medical that Rex would want to see performed on anyone.
Okay. Come on, let's head back. Come on, Doe. We'll get back to probably and finish charging, and let's get back to the car. Pick up my wife and daughter and head on home.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So yeah, this is not taking long. This is taking about 15 or 20 minutes, but entering back into the chamber, there are bodies again. Some of them you kind of recognize. By the way, Safi, what is your character's name? Is it Monday?
Yes, my character's name is Monday.
Monday. Okay. Monday, you see these machine people were, they did terrible things to some of the people that you were traveling with, because you kind of recognize them. Pretty horrible. But and there's another fellow wearing that heavy, flexible metal armory stuff.
Wow, you guys look like you are ready for the terror that happened here.
Man, if I was ready, I wouldn't be standing here.
Fair enough.
And Monday, your tribe, you lived in kind of some swampy ruins to the southwest of this area. You were sort of migrating to avoid storms and whatnot, and you have never you've seen the ruins of wonders like this, but this is all brand new. And I should point out that Do Re Mi has collected the 6 laser guns from the 6 androids that fled.
Sweet.
So he's now got a brace of laser guns, and he holds one out to you, Monday, and says, "You know how to use one of these?
Yes, I
You do not."
Oh, I don't? Okay. Well,
No,
if you show
no,
me
no,
how to
no.
use it, I could use it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D10 roll. He will help. He will assist you
Okay.
with this. So that is a D10 roll. All right, hang on a second. Let me get to the. Where is the chart? Yeah, energy weapons. So, yeah, he's kind of watching and nodding, like, all right, now that you figured out that the pointy end goes towards the bad guys, what do you do next? Roll another D10. Very good, very good. You put your finger inside the little ring and you wanted to press that switch. And lastly, he kind of leans over and sort of and flips a button. Last is make sure the safety is off. Now you're ready to rock and roll. So you can now use a laser pistol. Well, basically any energy weapon. They're all kind of a type. So,
And then, do I know how to use a vibroblade by any chance?
That actually falls under melee weapons. So there's a bit of a learning curve. Like, you got to know to hold the grip just so you're depressing the switch, because if you loosen your grip on it or drop it, it switches off. But yes, you can very quickly. They explain to you how to use that.
Okay. Because, yeah, I see there's a ton of them laying around and stuff, so I'd ask if I could have one of those too.
Yeah, I mean, they look like normal swords, but once Doremi explains to you, hey, yeah, that's not just a normal sword. He walks over to a chair, holds it, and just kind of pushes it down through the back. It just sort of cuts through this weird orangey, it's almost like a bone-like substance, but it's orange and flat and flexible that makes up the back of the chair. Just yoink. It's called a vibroblade because it vibrates a lot. If you hold it next to your ear and don't do this, you'll hear a humming sound. All right, so you guys have collected Monday. You have wrested control of the happiest place on Earth from the androids. You've pleased Walt to no end. Are you headed back to the Magic Kingdom?
And we're charged up on hydrogen cells now?
Yes, nothing comes looking for you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I think we should get the car and get my family and get out of here.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Well, in the couple of hours it takes you to hike back to the employee entrance in the park, nothing untowards happens. You do see what poor Do-Re-Mi was babbling about, and yeah, they look like squirrels, except they're like 8 feet tall, and they have rather nasty looking weapons built into their bodies, like you'd seen before. And you can see as you're walking along the road, there's a few more here and again. They were coming at you guys in force from the parks.
Rex will take the opportunity to make sure that their heads are no longer connected to any of their bodies as we pass by.
Alrighty. Well, before we get to where Rex's family is, that is where we're going to go ahead and put it on pause for the evening. There will be XP given out next week. Kennick, I'm sorry you didn't get to participate that much, but hey, you know,
It happens.
next week you'll be on another adventure, and we'll close out with Walt and Disney World and all of that jazz and mataz. I want to thank everybody who was here tonight and the audience. We do it for you guys. I'll be back on Monday. Of course, Monday we'll just have kind of an RPG news roundup. We'll have a new diorama for you to look at. We'll have we'll just have fun. Then Tuesday night, of course, we live stream first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, because what else do you need on Tuesday night? And that Doomsword is in that game, as is Kevin, but Kevin's not here tonight. And then Wednesday, Kyle will be back on Wednesday. Next Thursday, I'll have the Dragon miniature together, and we will have Bill T from Paint Minis Live. He will be here. We'll talk about that. We'll have a lot of fun. And then Friday, we're right back to Gamble World. So thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you to my players, to Yang, to Doomsword, to Safi, and we will see you guys all next week. And until then, be good to each other. And remember, this land is rife with mutants. So, of course, as always, you got to keep your eyes out for the owl bears. Take care of each other, and I'll see you later.
All right, everyone.
My owl bear. Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.